Well, check this out, little Suzuki Carry, and there's a bit of a story behind this, and we're going to go out in it today, and we're going to ask some questions because, yeah, like I say, there's a bit of a story behind this. A Suzuki Carry modified. Check out that paint. There we go. When? Verbal. Yeah. Yeah, well, my beard's getting a bit on the longish, gingerish side. But anyway, we are in this Suzuki Carry van, and there's a, like I said earlier, there is a story behind it. This is what we're going to call a full Ellis brother build, isn't it, Lee? Yeah, it is, completely. Yeah, so we're going to go out for a little journey in it, and we're going to tell you a tale. Are you sitting comfortably? Then we shall begin. Well, here we go. We'll set off from the Dynodaze unit. As you can see, the paint shop's still in progress over there. Little horn. So this is a did you say this is a 1.3? A 1.3. Now you wouldn't know that, would you, by listening to it? It sounds epic. It does sound epic indeed. Now, one of the reasons that it sounds epic is because our Richard has crafted a manifolded exhaust system for it. Completely bespoke. Completely bespoke. I've never seen another one. I know that much. But then again, I don't see many of these. It's a beautiful day. So how long have you owned this vehicle? 9 years. 9 years. And it's going tomorrow. This is the last trip out. This is the last trip out in it because it has been sold. Yeah, down to Dynodaze one last time. One last time. I believe it's going to be a coffee van? A coffee truck, yeah. A coffee truck. Well, it's certainly eye-catching, isn't it? Is it Nardo grey? It's sort of grey. It's like that grey, ain't it? It's very much like that Mini's grey. Yeah. They copied, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, that does sound brilliant. So originally it was blue. Yeah, horrible blue. An horrible blue, like a general Suzuki Carry looks when you go down the market and someone's selling apples and pears and things out of it. So, did you, when you bought it, was it always going to be something you were going to modify? No. No? Of course not. Of course not. You know Richard. We should do that. That's right. That's right. You've known. Nice if that got done. You've known Richard a long time, and your first mistake was showing him. Yeah. Yeah. So, at what point did you decide that it was going to go the colour that it is? That I can't remember. I don't know. I think as soon as it's a Skoda colour. I think. Oh, okay. Like Skoda VRS with the black roofs. Yeah. And so I think after seeing that, I really fancied that, and there was no other colour kind of after that point. And because we've always used it as a van, so it's always had shit chucked in the back. Yeah. And it kind of felt right being kind of undercoaty colour. Yeah, sure. And then almost like not finished, and I thought was to keep it scruffy. But then I don't know if you know, but the body kit is all imported. Right, so from Japan? Yeah, so there's nothing. So it's a UK Carry. Yeah. It's a JDM body kit. JDM body kit. Nobody else has. And it's off a Suzuki Every, which is like a minibus version. Yeah. But obviously as soon as you put it on a van and you lower it, BC coilovers. Yeah. It looks fucking cool. Well, it certainly does look cool. So other than the paint, it's got a nice selection of wheels on it. So these have been chosen by the good lady. They have, yeah. She had an eye for it. She knew that the gold would go with the grey. The gold and the grey is particularly striking. It is. Now, something I do love about this vehicle is I have seen you empty the Dynodaze scrap pile in it. I've seen you move engines, wood. I've seen you move all sorts of things in this. So it's actually a functioning van. It's not just a show clean. No, it gets used properly. Yeah, well, it's a van you've got to in it. Yeah, I mean, that's it. It is just a van. But it's the coolest van I think I've ever been in. Yeah. And it's both cute and functional, but because it's got that bit of Japanese about it, I think that's why it gets a lot of attention.
It does. Ladies and kids, and men as well, in the street will just stop and stare and smile. It's not quite, we're not a waving territory.
Sure.
Like in the other cars, we get waved at as well, the pink car.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool vehicles owned by Lee and his good lady Sarah. Inky Bowls Motors, I'm sure you follow them on Instagram, and if you don't, you should. But yeah, so it goes quite well for what it is.
Yeah.
Do you find it difficult to drive being a van, or are you very much used to it now after 9 years?
Everybody thinks it's going to tip over.
Yes, I think it's going to tip over, but I'm sat in it right now.
Sorry, mate. It's not. It's never even got close. To do what Richard Hammond did
Yes.
in Top Gear, you definitely have to sweep the wheel round.
You've really got to be doing something wrong.
Yeah, to make it go, or have low pressure tyres or something like that. And obviously, because of the arches on it, it's just got a slightly wider gate, so it just got an extra bit of stability. So buying one of these,
bit of stability.
yeah, on stock standard wheels, it is a bit hairy. Like even at 70, you're like,
Yeah.
everywhere. Like
What is the top speed? Have you experienced or attempted to get a top speed run out of it?
It's very scary, but on a private road, we've achieved
In Mexico.
105 miles per hour.
105 miles per hour in
Yeah.
this. A flying brick.
Yeah. And Richard, being Richard, did a top speed run on the dyno
Yeah.
and hit 120, and
120.
he thought the diff was limiting it.
Yeah.
So
120 in this.
yeah.
That's pretty spectacular. So as we were just saying there, it's had a top speed run on the dyno by our Richard at 120 miles per hour. Now obviously you've not got wind resistance and things like that, but did you say you've had 105 out of it? So what brake horsepower are we at to get that sort of top speed?
So if I remember correctly, it's stock, it's 75 when it was new. And
So 75 out of the factory.
Yeah.
How many years ago?
20 years ago.
20 years ago. Okay, and then our Richard's modified it a bit, and we're up at
97.2.
97.2. That's still a pretty good increase, isn't it?
And every 0.2 counts.
It does. When you consider that back in the day a Renault 5 GT Turbo was only about 110 to 120 brake horsepower out of the factory.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty good, but it's Japanese, ain't it? What does it rev out to?
About 7.2.
About 7.2.
Which I think is great.
Yeah, it is. It really is. So that's Richard's stamp on it. The power, the modifications. Obviously, yourself and your good lady have chosen the colour, the wheels, and things like that. But the paint job itself, sort of born into the world, the Uncle Keith's paint shop logo and the idea or the name of it.
Yeah.
So was this one of the first sort of, since Dynodaze started, certainly one of the first jobs that Uncle Keith actually completed? Because he's been a painter for a very long time, but we opened Dynodaze about 11 years ago.
Okay.
And this is, when did he paint it there?
I don't remember. We've had this 9 years.
Yeah.
I think within a couple of years, Keith had painted it.
Yeah.
And so I know he was doing jobs. I don't think he'd done a full vehicle for a while.
Yeah.
And so him and Uncle Russ had it for a weekend, I think.
And got the colour changed.
Yeah, and fitted Rich fitted the body kit on. And then
Body kit then painted the whole thing.
and Uncle Keith and Uncle Russ did all the necessary.
Yeah. Now,
Make it as beautiful as it is.
Now, your good lady, she actually designed, or Sarah designed the current Uncle Keith's paint shop logo.
Yeah.
And that's because Richard's lad Ashley kept saying, going on, my Uncle Keith can paint a car, my Uncle Keith can paint a car. So now that's where, because he is an uncle, Keith, he's not just everyone's Uncle Keith, he does have nieces and nephews. So realistically, that's where Uncle Keith's comes from. And there is a sticker, and one of the first Uncle Keith stickers that ever produced on the side of this vehicle, and that's something a little bit proud to, because you're actually going to design the new Uncle Keith's logo and livery and wall. If you guys at home don't know this, the Dynodaze wall has actually been created and painted by these guys, and like I said, if you're following Inky Bowls Motors, there's lots of cool stuff on there. That's on Instagram. But yeah, it's nice that it's. I know you're selling it tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah.
I know you're selling it tomorrow, and I know this is its last journey. But it's nice that Uncle Keith and Rich have had a hand in it.
Yeah.
And I think there's a little bit of, hopefully this vehicle lives on for many years.
Yeah, serving coffees.
Serving coffees.
Double espressos, I think.
It can definitely do that. I think I think it'll definitely handle serving coffees. I don't think it'll be driven as fast as you drive it, perhaps, with espresso machines in the back.
No.
But yeah, but thanks for taking me out, and I hope that you guys at home appreciate this vehicle. I'm going to try and get some photographs of the manifold and things like that for you guys to see, to bolt on to the end of this video. So code word for this video is Inky Bowls Motors, and if you can't find Inky Bowls Motors, then give us a shout and we'll point you in the right direction. But that's the code word, Inky Bowls Motors, and I will see you on the next one, won't we, Lee?
Yes.
We will indeed.